Right then, tell me, how long have you been driving now?
So I've been driving coming up to my 6th year now, behind the wheel of a truck. That'd be class 2 and 1.
Yeah.
So
why did you get into driving?
so from a very young age, I was going with my old man, my dad, in the truck with him all the times. Let it be if that was off, having time off school to go with him, or in the 6 weeks holidays if I was with him every other day I could be. All over the country. His main spot was North Wales, so he was always in North Wales collecting the cars. He used to let me put the cars on the back of the truck for him.
And what age was you then?
Anything, I'll probably say from, well, I think he actually took me in my car seat. So my original age I would have been, yes, 1 maybe, but as from I can remember, probably about 7 maybe, all the way up until I was 15, 16. I've been going with my dad to work.
And it's something you wanted to do then, really, as a young lad?
Yeah, my dad never wanted this for me. He never wanted me to be a lorry driver. But I suppose it's in your blood. Truck driving is in your blood. Some people are born to do it. Some people won't never know what it feels like.
Yeah.
When I was 19, I started getting the ball rolling. I done my theory. Then I done my practical. Then, because obviously I was a new driver, I had to do all my CPCs, so I done the 2 theories of the CPCs, then I had to do a practical CPC. So for a young budding driver now, it is really expensive game to get into.
Yeah, it is.
Especially if you have to fund that yourself. I mean, there is a few companies out there that will put you through it and give that chance. Speaking for ourselves, well, we've done it with a few drivers.
Yeah, I've done it for a lot of drivers,
So,
hell of a lot.
You know, there is a few companies still out there, but it is hard for a young buddy, and there's not many young drivers out there no more. It's a dying art. In a lorry driving, it's a dying art.
And you funded all your own
yes,
lessons and tests yourself,
yes,
didn't you?
done all the class 2 myself, everything. Drove the class 2 then for a couple of years on Blakemoors. Done 3 months there. Then I went to work for my dad, WK Edwards, led me to transport. Then I went on the high abs then, got my high ab licence from a firm in Wolverhampton. Then I'd done my class 1 then and I was on the Balkers for 2 years, or just shy of 2 years. Then I went on to the high abs again on the brick lorries, something different again. Then I went back on the scrap for a little time, and then here I am here now at JJX. Hopefully, you know, the job where you retire.
Let's hope so. So now we're coming off the 42 straight onto the M6. What time is it? It is
5 o'clock.
Yeah, and it is.
Would be rush hour peak now.
But we're still in the back end of lockdown. How have you got on with this lockdown, the COVID situation, Andy?
So at the start of it, I think everyone was a bit unsure of what's going to happen, what's going to be like, and as one of the drivers that has worked all the way through this, it's been strange times, very strange times. I mean, some customers you wear masks, some customers you're not allowed on site, you just have to stay in your cab, open your curtain, get back in your cab.
Yeah.
And they'll just take a surname, sign your paperwork, so there's no customer interaction. Some places have kept absolutely normal, and so for me, each day to the next, no one actually knew what was going to go on. And then even when it went into full lockdown, it still wasn't a full, I mean, the roads were absolutely dead.
But at the beginning, all the supermarkets, all the people giving panic buying, and we had a load of office staff ourselves, including Harry. He went and wiped out Morrison's with toilet paper.
And his cakes.
And his cakes, yeah, poor old Harry. But it's, yeah, it just seems like it's ages away, this, but
it's a strange old time, because it just seems to be going by the by. It's there's that many things going on in social media and in the world of news that what happened with Brexit? Brexit went under the carpet when COVID come in. You know what I mean? So there's that many things to weigh up now. The whole industry, transport, warehousing, customer based, all the different industries, I think they're still left in the darkness of what's actually going on with Brexit, with COVID. It's going down to 1 metre now. It's all about adapting, isn't it? And
yeah, it is, and it's going to be the new norm, the sanitising, the masks.
Of course, yeah.
Can't do this, you can't do that, but Look, listen, the pubs are opening up next week, next Saturday. That'll be interesting. You just mentioned that B word. That is poking its head back up now, and obviously, yeah.
Is COVID going to affect it? Is everything going to go back to normal?
No.
Exactly. So it's
Definitely. No, I don't think so. I mean, like, listen, they'll get it ironed out one way or another, but it'll be interesting to see come October if he does. He says he's stopping the furlough payment, but I think there'll be millions of people out of work.
Definitely, and I think that the economy is going to take a big hit, a very big hit. And,
Yeah.
That's not just that's everybody. That's not just haulage. That's not just, like I say, other shops. Now I think everybody's going to take a hit. No matter what line of work you're in, everyone's going to be affected by this thing.
Yeah, they are, mate. They are. So tell me, let's get back to your driving.
Yes.
What do you have your good days and bad days?
Like every driver out there, if every driver told you that every day is a walk in the park and he enjoyed every day of trucking, he's lying to you. There is days where you can rip your hair out. You might only have 5 drops and you'll do a 10-hour day and a 15-hour shift. The next day you might have 12 drops and do it all in 8 hours and get back to the yard nice and early and be home for you'll be home to catch the end of the cartoon programmes at 4:30.
All right.
There's good and bad days in everything. Like
See,
today, we flew everywhere today. We haven't been held up nowhere. Absolutely brilliant. The weather is absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Catching a 10 on my right arm.
Yeah.
So you can't knock it. Where tomorrow might be absolutely hammering it down, getting soaked all day, and sometimes you might think, why do I drive? But then it's days like this where you think, this is why I drive. The views we've had today, we've had some gorgeous views on the way to Melton Mowbray.
Yeah.
Absolutely
we
stunning
have.
views.
We have.
So, and then you realise to yourself, this is why I do it. This is why.
But do you ever get lonely? I know you got some good pals and all that with the social media and everything like that, but look, you are in your cab on a 10, 12, 13 hours a day, are you?
Of course. And there is days where time can go slow, and I suppose as a driver being on your own, that is the time there where a lot of drivers overthink things maybe. And I suppose where a lot of drivers may have a little inkling of depression because of that, because of the way it is, being on your own all the time. And maybe some drivers might not have no one to talk to, where I'm lucky enough that there's lads at work and people at home who phone you during the day and see how you're getting on, see if you're alright. And just having a general chit chat, where there's some drivers out there more not get it. And so there is an aspect of, it is a lonely old world out there. It is, especially if you're on and you're a driver.
Yeah.
Especially if you're out all week as well. It can be a lonely old place. But
Yeah.
me personally, I try not to let that get to me. Someone's always a phone call away, be it a driver, be it a friend, be it someone in the office. Just, there's always someone who's there to have a chit chat with or there to have a talk to.
So let's get back to this COVID. How was your wife with it, Andy? And obviously you got a 6-year-old now. I was
Jolly's 5 now. He's 5.
5, yeah.
He is, so his school shut down, obviously, like all the schools did in the country. Beck's store closed down because August had to shut all retail shut. So she was off work. So during this, and obviously I'm still at work out there. So he's quite worried, really. So you're going home to your family, to a young child and your partner. As one other driver said, Craig, family are very supportive.
Yeah,
they are very
especially
supportive.
having a young family.
Indeed, and I think for everyone it was a hard time, but we knuckled down and we stuck together. I mean, work was scarce at some point. Sometimes we could be busy, and the next day we might only do 1 or 2 loads. So we stuck together, we helped each other out, and that's the way you got to be in this times. We've all got to stick together and get through it together.
Yeah, you're right there. It was heartbreaking to furlough drivers, but it was. Well, we're very, very fortunate to be in to transport, logistics, storage, and very, very, very lucky where we was in the right sectors at the right time. And because I've got to be honest, Andy, if we shut the doors now and we just we just wouldn't be here now. I'll tell you that for nothing.
And that would be a hell of a lot of people, no jobs, no money for you know. And
Yeah,
this period. It's a hard time, and it's a scary time because.
Well, there's 60 odd employees now, and it's a lot. It is from where it all started from with one van. So, what else do you enjoy about this day-to-day driving?
I've always enjoyed it. I just love being out there on the road, no matter what you're doing. If you're going 500 miles or you're going 20 miles, once you're behind this wheel, you are king of the road, ain't you? Don't matter what you're driving. There's no one bigger and better than you on this road.
Yeah.
You have got to watch out because there still is quotations, great car drivers out there. You know, we've had a couple today, and
we definitely have.
Why? Just why? You question it. You think, do you deserve to be behind the wheel of a car? But I suppose that's the old. You know, you've always got to have your wits about you with this. Always. You can't be lapsy-daisy. You can't have a split second where you think, oh, I'll just have a glance at my phone, or I'll just have a mess with the sat-nav. You can't do it.
No, definitely not.
Can't do it.
Look, listen, at the end of the day, we are key workers at the moment, and we are heroes. Listen, we ain't the ambulance, we ain't the fire, we ain't the police, but we're up there with them emergency boys. We have done some fantastic work throughout this epidemic. We have been a critical supplier to a lot of people.
Be it from the vans to the Arctics, we've done it all. We've delivered medical syringe boxes, we've done the NHS gas work, we've delivered masks, gloves, sanitizer, everything.
We've delivered a lot. So, you says your dad was a big influence on you.
Yes.
And what about your other brothers? They didn't want to get into the driving?
No, I think it was only me really. I think I always had my mind set on it. I always did. I worked for, when I first left school, I worked for Argus until I was 20. Worked my way up the ladder there, become a team leader and stuff, and then I went to around the Midlands area, Birmingham and Crawley Hill, Dudley and places like that. But I think this was always what I wanted to do. Always was. From, like I say, from the ridges until the class 1. This is what I wanted to do, class 1. And I had my mind set on that. And if you've got your mind set on it, go and grab it. Go and grab it. Always dream big, because little dreams have no magic. That's why I've always taught myself.
Oh dear, I like that one. So listen, you have recently just started your own YouTube channel.
Yes, correct.
What has made you do that?
I want to show people out there that, you know, being a young lorry driver, you know, it's not bad. I just want to show people the day-to-day things of what lorry drivers do. It's not all doom and gloom. It's not all the same. There's different. You can go and work on flats, general haulage, bricks, low loaders, the scrap, all sorts. The possibilities are endless, and I just want to show everyone that day-to-day what we do, and it's not boring. It's really not.
No, it's not. It's interesting, as you says. It's a journey, and every day is a different place.
Every day is. I mean, I've been driving nearly 6 years now. There's people who've been driving 30, 40 years, and if you can ask them, and they'll say the same as me now. Every day you're learning something new. Every day's learning. You might go to the same place twice. Back in the first time in one, the second time, take a shunt. Take a shunt.
Yeah.
So every day you're learning something new.
How many hours do you average a week?
Between 50 and 60 hours a week, average, really.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might hit a bit higher than that, and then sometimes you might hit under than that. It all depends on how your day goes, and if the traffic's as smooth as this. Where today we're not hit one bit of traffic today.
No, you're not in your normal truck today. This
I'm not.
This is a 500 Volvo what we're in. How would you compare this to you and Andy drives a nice, beautiful orange Wolves truck, Sir Jack. How would you compare it to this?
Well, both massively different. I mean, mine stands out on the road. There's no two ways about that. If you see that coming down the road, you know it's me. Everyone knows it's me. I do like the DAF. I mean, I've drove every truck in my time now. I've drove every single truck possible, and I'll always be a Scania man. But for me, the Volvo gearbox It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
Right, tell me a bit about the gearbox, because it's, what is it, the eye shift
The
on
eye
this?
shift, the Volvo eye shift for me.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, the new Scania now, I've been lucky enough to drive Alex's Scania.
Yeah.
And we all know how beautiful that truck is. I've been looking, and they have really improved the gearbox on the Scania now. Really nice. But the Volvo eye shift gearbox, for me, I had a version 3, exact the same gearbox, and they're absolutely beautiful. You can roll up to a roundabout, put your foot down, and it will just change gear for you perfectly. Where the DAF, sometimes it has to, what gear shall I select here? Then it picks a gear.
Yeah.
And by that time you've already missed your gap on the roundabout. And you have to stop and start again. So for me, the Volvo gearbox is second to none. But I do like the drive of the DAF. I think it's a very comfortable drive. Very comfortable.
And space, would you say it's more spacious?
With the DAF, you've got your top bunk, so you're losing all. As you can see here, we've got 4 lockers above us here. So that's a lot for someone who has to stay away all week or tramp out or European driver. That's exactly what you need. A lot of storage space in a Volvo, and the Scania's the same now. With a DAF, because you've got bunk beds in the DAF.
This was Alex's truck before.
Correct, Alex.
He had microwave, he's got
absolutely
everything in
beautiful.
it. And there's a lovely view of Raleigh Regis. Absolutely superb day. Absolutely superb. Now we're on our way back to the yard now. We've just collected 14 pallets for distribution tomorrow to BMW. Have you got any idea what you're doing tomorrow, Andy?
I haven't had the phone call yet.
Right.
So I'm guessing his graces will be brushed up on me when I get back.
Right. So tomorrow's another day then.
Another day, and not sure if I'm back in mine all this yet. But whatever you do, whatever you drive, you adapt and you crack on with the day ahead.
Yeah.
Being a DAF, Scania, or Volvo,
You'll
the
be in
outcome's
it.
exactly the same.